Welcome back to another History Skills video. Today we're looking at how to identify the implicit meaning of historical sources. It's important to know that all historical sources provide information about the past, and that we need to use this information as evidence in assessment items like essays. Therefore, the ability to find and explain information in historical sources is an important skill to develop. To help you with this, during this video, I'll explain what implicit information is, show you how to find it, and give you examples to follow. So what is implicit information? Implicit information is information that is not explicitly stated using exact words in a source. Implicit means not clearly stated or not specifically said. Rather than stating something directly, when providing implicit information, sources give you enough clues so that you can reach a conclusion by yourself, without the author having to say it in exact words. For example, imagine a source said, "The sky was dark and puddles of water covered the ground while thunder rumbled in the distance." In this source, you could easily conclude that the implicit meaning is that there was stormy weather. What is important to realize is that the source never explicitly said it was stormy. Instead, it provides enough clues by saying puddles, thunder, and the sky was dark for you to reach that conclusion without it ever needing to be stated explicitly. So how do you identify implicit meaning? In order to find the implicit meaning of the source, you need to demonstrate two things. Firstly, you need to clearly state what point the author is making without ever using the exact words in the source. Secondly, you need to state the clues within the text that led you to the conclusion about the overall message of the source. In order to achieve these two things, follow these steps. Step 1. Read the source 2 or 3 times. Reading a source once is often not enough, as you can miss some important clues the first time round. Therefore, reading a source 2 or 3 times allows you to find all the clues you need for the next step. For example, imagine we had a short source that said, "Alexios won more battles, captured more prisoners, earned more prestige, and paid his soldiers more money than anyone else at the time." Even though this is a very short source, it is still beneficial to read it more than once to develop a complete understanding of what is being said. Step 2. State clearly what you believe the main message of the source was that was never explicitly stated in the source. In our example from before, after reading it a number of times, we can conclude that the source was implying that Alexios was the best general of his age, even though this was never actually said in the source. Step 3. Go back over the source and highlight the key phrases used by the author that you would use as clues to draw your conclusion about the implicit message. In the example about Alexios, where we concluded that the implicit message was that Alexios was the best general of his age, we can point to the phrases which state that he won more battles, captured more prisoners, earned more prestige, and paid his soldiers more money than anyone else, as our evidence. And step 4, write a short paragraph that explains what you believe the implicit message of the source is, and explain how the clues from the text led you to that conclusion. For our example, we could say, "The source implied that Alexios was the best general of his age. This is evident when it states that he won more battles, captured more prisoners, earned more prestige, and paid his soldiers more money than anyone else." Now that you know what implicit information is in historical sources, and how to find it, I hope that you feel more confident in your studies. If you need further explanations, examples, and advice, please visit the History Skills website, and I'll see you next time.